Welcome back to the channel, everyone. Today we have a story that has everyone in the Federal Capital Territory talking. And honestly, it is one of those situations that makes you want to hug your family a little tighter tonight. We are looking at what happened in the Peze community, right in the Bwari area of Kubwa, which is part of the Bwari Area Council in Abuja. Now, if you know Abuja, you know Kubwa is usually a buzzing, lively place. But on Tuesday night, March 3rd, 2026, things took a very scary turn. Between 9:30 p.m. and 10 p.m., while most people were probably winding down or watching the night news, a group of gunmen invaded the community. This wasn't just a small scuffle. It was a full-on invasion that led to at least 16 residents being abducted. Imagine the panic. 1 minute you are in your living room and the next there is chaos outside. Before we dive deeper into the heartbreaking details of who was taken, please take a second to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. Your support helps us bring these important stories to light. The details coming out of Peze are truly emotional. Reports say the gunmen were strategic, targeting specific homes. In one house, a local pastor suffered a parent's worst nightmare as 4 of his children were taken away. In another home, the attackers took the wife and the sister of a local vigilante. There's even a story circulating about a 1-month-old baby who was reportedly left behind during the scramble. It's just heart-wrenching to think about the confusion and the fear those families are feeling right now. But here's where the gist gets even more intense. There was a brave man named Sylvester, a member of the local vigilante group, who refused to stand by while his neighbors were being taken. He stood his ground to defend the community, but tragically, he lost his life during the encounter. He's being remembered today as a hero who gave everything to protect Peze. It really makes you wonder about the safety of our satellite towns. If these gunmen can operate for 30 minutes to an hour in Kubwa, what does that mean for our collective security? Now, for those of you watching from outside Abuja, you might be asking, what is the security doing? Well, the authorities have been alerted and there are massive search and rescue operations currently happening in the forests surrounding Bwari and the borders of Kaduna. The goal is to bring these 16 neighbors home safely. But there's a huge debate happening online right now. People are asking if we need more technology like drones to monitor these hilly areas around Kubwa, or others are saying the local vigilantes need more than just sticks and whistles to face people with heavy machinery. It's a tough conversation, but we have to have it. This incident has definitely put everyone on high alert, and the community is calling for a permanent security post in that specific axis to prevent this from happening again. We are all praying for the safe return of the children and the women involved. I want to hear from you in the comments. Do you think our neighborhoods are doing enough with landlord association security? Or is it time the government takes over security in every single street? Don't forget to like this video if you appreciate the bravery of people like Sylvester, and make sure you are subscribed so you don't miss the update on this story. I have even more tea on how the community is reacting and what the local leaders are saying about the informants suspected to be living among them. Wait until you hear the rest of this because it gets even deeper. There's a huge conversation happening right now about how these attackers even knew who to target. In the Peze community, some residents are whispering that this wasn't just a random act. They believe there might be insiders or informants living right there among them, watching their every move and reporting back to these criminal groups. It's a scary thought, right? That the person you say good morning to could be the one marking your house for an attack. This is why everyone is calling for extra vigilance. If you are enjoying this deep dive, please remember to like the video and subscribe. It really helps the channel grow and keeps you in the loop. The gist also touches on the timing. This attack happened just as the FCT administration was announcing new funds, over 1.1 billion naira specifically for security communication gadgets. People are asking, where are these gadgets? We need them on the ground in Bwari and Kubwa right now. There's also a big move to regulate the activities of scavengers and uncompleted buildings in these areas, as residents feel these spots are being used as hideouts. In fact, in this specific attack, witnesses said the gunmen actually gathered in an uncompleted building right opposite one of the houses before they launched their operation at 9:30 p.m. It's like they were hiding in plain sight. But here's the silver lining we are all holding on to. The Nigerian police and the military are not sitting back. They have intensified patrols across the entire Bwari Area Council, and there's a massive joint task force combing the forest as we speak. We've seen them foil similar mass abductions in the past, so there's high hope that these 16 residents, including the pastor's children and the vigilante's wife, will be rescued very soon. The community is staying strong and the Bwari security conversation is trending everywhere because Nigerians are tired of living in fear. Before I go, I have to ask, if you are in charge of security in Abuja, what is the first thing you would do to stop these kidnappings in the satellite towns? Would you clear out all uncompleted buildings, or would you focus on better pay for our local heroes like Sylvester? Let's talk about it in the comments. And one last reminder, if you haven't already, please like this video and hit that subscribe button. It's the best way to make sure you don't miss the breaking update when these residents are hopefully brought back home.